What is a holiday that you hate, that most other people enjoy? Why? I hate Thanksgiving with a passion. All of my worst memories are on Thanksgiving. Every ducking year my parents had a violent blowout. One year my mom cut her hand open and my dad screamed at her while her hand was gushing blood. Another year my dad overturned a toolbox on my brother's head. It is really one horribly violent memory after another. My brother and I dubbed the holiday Mad Dad Day. Now as an adult I don't care about Thanksgiving and prefer not to go to any owns Thanksgiving. I just don't celebrate it at all. Plus I hate the colorless food. Jeez, you sound like you need a hug. Halloween. I used to love it. I worked at a haunted corn maze and got to chase people with a chainsaw. Went to all kinds of parties, trick-or-treated, until I was 14. It was great. Hosted all kinds of bonfires and celebrations. Hell, we had literal feasts. Now, can't find anyone who wants to do anything. Always have to work. People are either spending time with their kids or being homebodies watching Netflix. I always wanted to have that house, the one that gave out full bars of candy and had drinks and whatnot that you had to make it through their terrifying set to get. That place where you had to be brave as a kid to approach. Hard to do when you're renting an ishy apartment. Maybe one day Halloween will be fun again, but I look at it with dread every year now. For me, the past 3 Halloween sucked. 1. Broke up with her ex because of his drinking. 2. Broke my foot. 3. Different breakup. I loved Halloween, but it doesn't seem to love me back. So, in essence, you love Halloween so much that not being able to do it properly makes you hate the day? I'd say you don't really hate Halloween then. You just hate you can't celebrate it like you want. Valentine's Day. Most unlucky holiday for me, romantically or otherwise. Bad shit just always happens, like some freak April Fool's thing. Ouch. It might behoove you to avoid that day like the plague. Good vocab word. Hating Christmas for 2 reasons. I work in retail, and it brings out the ugliest behavior in people. It was my grandmother's birthday, and now that she's deceased, it's very bittersweet and sad for everyone in my family. I just got hired at Walmart. I'm not looking forward to Black Friday because it's gonna happen in my first week working there. Also, I'm very sorry to hear about your grandmother. Black Friday is turning into Black Thursday. I really hate this trend of commercialism taking everything over. 4th of July. It's loud. You have to stay up late. It's always hot. And I somehow always get hurt. No thanks. I'm going to bed. Also, New Year's Eve. It's loud. You have to stay up late. It's always cold. And somehow I always get hurt. No thanks. I'm going to bed. Growing up, the 4th of July always felt like the epitome of a happy summer day. Waking up to US flags on every lawn. Mom and dad are sleeping in because they don't have to work. Us kids would ride bikes around the block and throw snappers at each other. Then for lunch we'd have a barbecue at my aunt's huge yard and then have a water fight. Then for dinner we'd stay there, eat barbecue leftovers and watch fireworks, light a campfire, eat s'mores and hot dogs, watch the big firework shows around the house as we jumped on the trampoline, and then sleep out on the lawn in our tents when our parents let us. There's a reason it's my second favorite holiday. My favorite is New Year's. Lol JK, it's Christmas. Living in Florida, the 4th is kinda conflicting. On one hand, yay I can gorge on hot dogs. On the other hand, I'm gonna go to bed with a million bug bites. Having read through the responses on here, my considered opinion is that I realize that I hate all of the holidays equally, pretty much. St. Patrick's Day. People just use it as an excuse to get ish-faced drunk, essentially celebrating alcoholism. It turns my favorite bars for a quiet drink into a loudish hour with $9 drinks and a bunch of losers wearing little green hats. No thanks. I hate Christmas. When it comes down to it, this holiday that used to mean so much in the past about family and togetherness is now basically a glorified cash grab for corporations. I used to love the holiday, but now when you take a big step back and really see what it's become, I can't really agree with it anymore. The sales are nice, but at what moral cost? Actually, the thing I love most about Christmas is the decoration. I'm in the upper Midwest and the whole 4 PM darkness really kills my mood. Seeing the Christmas lights and trees and green helps in a dark time. But I do admit the whole buy a ton of ish that no one really needs is very stressful now that I'm an adult. Hopefully once my kid is old enough to appreciate gifts, I can enjoy seeing his eyes light up when he gets the perfect toy. I love Christmas. You just have to step away from the materialism. And I think it still is about family and togetherness, especially for myself. It's my favorite time of year when it comes to family memories. There's so much to enjoy for me that isn't depicted in malls or TV ads. But it's not worth arguing with people who try to make it about stuff. They're just going to be more miserable in the long run anyway. What I don't morally agree with. Black Friday. People, we just spent an entire day being thankful for what we have. Nothing needs to be open on Thanksgiving, nor do there need to be stampedes. Yikes.